wasted 6 months in the gym making these 5 mistakes, and if you're a beginner, you're probably making them right now. Look, I get it. When you're starting out, everyone's giving you different advice. You're excited to see results, and you always think more is better. But these mistakes I'm about to show you, they didn't just slow down my progress, they completely stalled it. And the worst part is I see beginners making these exact mistakes every single day at my gym. So if you want to actually build muscle, not waste months like I did, you need to pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. Make sure you follow me through the end because the last tip is the most important tip. Now, the first thing I wish I knew when starting fitness is not skipping warm-ups, because warm-ups, they get my body warm, they get freaking blood flowing. I swear, man, people just go in, came from a freaking rainy, cold, snowy day, go into the gym, and then they just go right to like the bench press right away. Some of them don't even warm up with the bench press. They don't even do warm-up sets. They just do whatever weight and then they go. I just can't do that personally. I think what you should do is start off 5 minutes on the treadmill, 5 to 10 minutes of any type of cardio machine. You do that, get your blood pumping, get warm. And then once you finish that, you go to your exercise, you do some dynamic stretching real quick, just some arm swings or leg whatever's depending on the thing you're doing for that workout. And you freaking go to do the actual exercise and you start and mimic that motion of the movement with a light weight. So let's say the bench press, right? You just have a bar and that's it. And you do half your weight. You do 1 or 2 reps of 3/4 of your weight, and then now you can go. Now you warm. The whole process takes about 10 minutes, but I'm telling you it's worth it. If you want to save injury and you want to actually feel your best and perform good, you need to warm up. I think it's the best. I do it every time and it's made me feel better. So if you want to do better in the gym, I recommend you not skipping out on warm-ups. They're underrated and a lot of people do not do them. Second thing I wish I knew when I started at 16 was ego lifting. I freaking gave in too much to the progressive overload propaganda. Now, don't get me wrong, progressive overload is a great tool to measure your progress over the weeks of training, and if you see your lifts going up with reps or weight, you know you're actually improving. But if you give into it too much, you're going to be tunnel visioned into that, and what's going to happen is you're going to be so focused on trying to get the weight up or the reps up over and over again that you might even sacrifice a little bit of form. I think form beats both of those because you can go as heavy as you want, you can do anything you want, but if you can't even like fully do the movement with full range of motion ROM, you can't get the most out of the movement. I'd rather just drop the weight 10, 15 pounds and do the right thing with form than to try to go heavy and look cool in front of these people that don't even care about you while doing half-ass reps like stupid lat pull downs. I see it all the time in Plant Fitness. I go to Plant Fitness, I feel like people can get so many more gains if you just freaking did the full range of motion. I know it's painful, you might be nervous, oh, I don't want to go too much, but lower the weight if you have to. You got to get that range of motion. If you want the most gains, then do it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Don't you want to look the best? You're spending all this time in the gym anyway trying to look good. You might as well do the best while you're there so you can get in and out within an hour and then you're off on your own way. Simple. It's just because kids want to look cool all the time and they're just doing whatever they can. And especially the high schools, them broccoli heads, they got freaking people all around trying to do this crazy weight on the bench press and then they can't even really do it right. And it actually makes you look more stupid than if you were to just have a lower weight and actually do it right, I think, in my opinion. Now, I know I'm a high schooler, but I am a little different than the rest because I'm not no broccoli head, first of all. And the second thing is, you know, I'm not actually like worried about ego lifting. That's something I did maybe in the first few months, but I learned from it, and that's why I'm trying to teach you not to. I figured out that problem, I solved it myself, and now I'm trying to solve it for you guys. I always go to the gym by myself anyway, so yes, I am a little different from the rest. I don't need people to train. I ain't trying to fluff the hair all the time. You guys don't need to do that. Just lift, you know, just freaking lift. Keep it simple. Now, the third thing I wish I knew when I started lifting was not just train the mirror muscles. I got caught up with this for like 6 months at least, just doing chest and arms mainly, and then maybe like 1 pull movement. I remember one of my routines was 6 sets of a chest press, 6 sets of a row, and like 3 sets of biceps, 3 sets of triceps. It's like, what the hell was that? I was just thinking so like weird. I'm like, okay, let's just do 6 sets of any pull, 6 sets of any push, and then like 3 for each part of the arm. What was I thinking? I swear, man, I don't want you to make the same mistake. So what I instead want you to do is do not do 6 sets of a single movement. That is not optimal at all. And instead, think about it more like this. Instead of just pushing for 6, a pull for 6, and then arms, whatever, think about it like a vertical pull, do 3 sets, a vertical push, 3 sets, and then horizontal push, horizontal pull. I think that's a lot better. Like lat pull down 2, 3 sets, that's a vertical pull. Whatever you gotta do, you gotta think of it like that instead of just doing mirror muscles. And you know, if you just do the mirror muscles, you're not gonna look good because you're not gonna have a balanced physique. You might have the big arm going through your shirt, you might have the chest, you might even have the shoulder, but the other muscles that aren't as visible or showy, they're very important, like the back. People neglect their back. They don't want those wings. Or even the legs, because it's hard and it's not as showy as the arms, chest. They just don't want to train legs, and that was a huge mistake. I went 6 months in the beginning without training legs. That's why it's actually the most weakest part of my body. It's lagging behind the rest because I didn't train like an idiot the longest time, and I regret doing that. So my advice to you is do not skip legs. Actually train those things the same amount as the other muscles. Just don't go too much to failure because then you might not even be able to get back up when it comes to a squat or whatever. So just go 1 RIR or 2 IRR, which is reps in reserve, and you'll still get just about the same amount of stimulus and growth than to do with failure. My best advice to you is to have the most balanced functional routine possible. It's just everything's better in balance. So have all your different types of movements, having moderate sets, moderate reps, do every type of thing, at least with decent effort, and you don't instead of trying to do one thing too much, like, oh, I need a thick back, so just rows. No, you don't want that. Do your lat pull downs. You need width too. The fourth thing I wish I knew was not switching programs all the time. I still almost do this to this day, and recently for the last like 2 or 3 months, I've stuck to the same thing with the same movements and even like the same rep ranges for the most part. Before, in the early days, I would just like, I would get caught up too much with doom scrolling, and I would just like, you know, see all these different splits and workout programs and be like, ooh, that looks cool. Oh, that looks better than what I'm doing. No, I know you get caught up with this shiny object syndrome, which is basically every new thing, it's shiny, you want to do it, you keep switching, you keep hopping. You're just not going to progressively overload the same way like that, because progressively overloading is when you have the same exercise and you just keep getting really good. That's the thing. You want to get really good. You want to choose the exercises that you really like and that you're good at, and then you want to get really good at those and build the hell up. And those exercises I recommend you choosing are obviously the compound movements. That is like the ones that work the most muscles, the ones that feel the best, the ones that give you the most growth. So you just choose those and you get really good at it. And then eventually you'll get just way bigger, more muscular, and it's just gonna come. Don't worry, it's gonna come. Now, if you gotta go off your freaking schedule. If you only can go to the gym 4 times a week, please program something that's 4 times a week. Don't try to fit in all this like 5-day-a-week programs when you can only go to the gym 4. You gotta match what you're trying to do, because that's what you need to do to get the best split. Split matters, as I said in another video before that. I talked about the training splits, the importance of that, and it's really a structured way to organize your workouts. It's literally the foundation of your workout program, so it's really recommended. The 5th thing I wish I knew was to stop trying to out-train a bad diet. This is the biggest mistake out of all of these, I think, is the first year, not just 6 months, year, I ate like shit. I ate all types of fast foods, and it just made me look bloated and didn't make me feel good. I didn't get the gains I wanted, and these kids that were training less time than me were actually getting more gains. And you might be in the same situation. You're training with your friend and he's making more gains, and you're wondering, why is he making more gains? And what you got to think is, okay, what are the different things? You got to have a checklist. One of the main reasons probably is because of your diet. He could have his diet locked in, eating chicken and rice, eating all these meats, veggies, carbs, protein, whatever. And you're just, on the other hand, eating all types of fast food, eating out all the time, and eating whatever your mama cooks instead of actually trying to like cook your own stuff here and there. If you're really young, then it's whatever. So there you have it, the 5 biggest mistakes that kept me spinning my wheels for way too long. And if you're making any of these mistakes right now, don't beat yourself up about it. I made literally every single one of them. The key is recognizing them and fixing them starting today. Your future self will thank you for it. Just remember to level up in real life and not the video game. And if you want extra help, I have a free Google Doc in the pinned comments and description with all this stuff in a form so you can read it instead of having to listen to all of it, and so that you can keep track and remember it and store it for later. It also has bonus tips and stuff I haven't even said in this video that will help you out really crazily. Don't forget, it's called the Beastmode Starter Pack Kit. If this video helped you out and saved you from wasting months like I did, smash that like button. It really helps me out and lets me know you want more content like this. Drop a comment below, let me know which mistake you've been making the most. I read every single one and I'll try to help you out the best I can. Thanks for watching, and God bless each and every one of you. See ya.